Hello! Be real with Kristy Putnam. So, not exactly a silly self-care selfie sort of day, but I am at the new house, day 3 of Qigong all day long. And these beautiful flowers I planted and the little bees buzzing around. And then of course, we're at work doing all kinds of stuff. So first is the thorough basement clean out. A basement that hasn't been cleaned in decades is getting hand scrubbed. So it become my storage zone. And I'm breaking one of my all-time rules of never buying new plastic. I've only ever bought plastic from Goodwill. But here's my guilty secret. I'm trying to get organized. And it just doesn't work so well without storage containers. And it's kind of hard when you come back to a house full of your stuff that you haven't seen in 2 years and start to go through it all. So over there is the giant mess. Under the carport, the pile of the last remaining things that came out of the basement, cleaning out this shed. And I made new shelves in the garage. Oh, look, you can see really well in there. Over there, I made those shelves, and I'm starting to organize all my stuff. Got empty totes. And then this trailer over here is quite useful. As I take things out of the house, I've been taking load after load after load to Goodwill. And currently, there's stuff in the back of the trailer that is things I want to keep. But they all have to be cleaned before I put them up in the house. That's what I'm learning how to do. Is clean, 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 clean. So that I don't have allergic reactions to dust and mold spores, common outdoor mold, penicillium. Found my kryptonite. And I've spent 3 years researching how to deal with it. And this is how it begins. So here, we're going to do a Petri dish today. I am pedantically... Oh, I forgot to show you the ones outside. Let's go back over there real quick. All right, don't get dizzy if I run. All right, I changed my mind. It is 90 degrees or more today. Yes. So the Petri dishes, I didn't want to keep them inside because I could smell the mold. Oh. So here we go. Let's take a look. The basement. That doesn't look so bad. That looks pretty darn good. That's common stuff, and there's not very many spores in there. Bottom of the stairs, it's still all common stuff. The door was open with the air scrubber on, so maybe I was pulling in outside, because here's the attic. That looks alright too. Not so bad. I mean, of course it's not livable, but here's outside, so now you know what I'm talking about. This was in the open garage door, more on the outside than the inside, but you can see how much is outside. And then I had a purple chair that I thought got contaminated, and ta-da! It's got the mold I'm not very happy about, but it's just dust from the outdoors. Oh, so here's what a bedroom. That white mold is actually really good stuff. It's what makes this old 1900 house so healthy. The white mold fights off the black mold, because there is Cotomium black mold, like the biggest colony I've ever seen in my life. And I've been doing mold remediation, you know? So it is awful colony, 2 doors down. So all that mold spores are in the air. So this is what I gotta fix next. This is all my stuff. All my belongings are all over the downstairs. And that's not so bad, but there's some... I don't know what that one is. I wanna know what that is. Alright, and then, ooh. This is one of the bedrooms upstairs. That looks great. It's only 4 spores. Here's another bedroom. Only 2 spores. I bet this one's going to be empty today. And this one has 5 spores and a couple bacteria. Interesting. So if it has 8 spores or less, it's said to be okay for people who are sensitive to mold and irritants, have bad allergies, etc. So we're learning how to clean a 1900s house. For the last 2 months, or 2 years, 2 years, I've been living in a sterile concrete apartment. So it was sterile until I moved in, of course, but it stayed pretty darn clean because I would change my clothes and shower upon entry. Here we go. We're gonna set the timer. Start. And we'll go take this one up. Dun, da, da, da. Little bitty teeny tiny walkway through my clutter. Totes galore. Just contain it all. Contain it all. Why is this here? I'm not sure. So, in my concrete apartment, I share about that in my group, Live as a Work of Art, and the guides. I tell everyone what all I've been through. So right now I have the air scrubber and the air conditioner running. Air conditioner's on. Fan's supposed to be going. Keep the fan going, agitating the air. So this is the room that had the air scrubber overnight. So yeah, it's a little too soon to test, but I just want to have a clean result from somewhere in the house. Because mostly it's outdoors, so it's going to be really hard to get a clean result. But this room just had the floors refinished. I've been off-gassing with the heater. It doesn't smell nearly as bad. Seems to be off-gassing fairly well. All right, well, there we did it. We did Petri dishes. So I'm just in the concrete apartment. I was able to keep my bedroom at the most 3 mold spores at a time. Now this dust, all these my old belongings have penicillium mold spores all over them. So I'm sitting in a room full of dust that I'm allergic to as I clean and get rid of things and make sure my lifetime of belongings doesn't have anything important hidden inside of it. I did find some keys that I needed, so I guess that made it all worthwhile. It's hard to let go of everything, but it's working well. This is how I am keeping my memories. I have 2 totes of memories. I figure, they can put it out at my memorial service after I'm gone. They don't have to do anything. I already did it for them. Oh, I was my dad's caregiver for the last 2 weeks. I sat at his bedside, and for the last couple years as he lost his mind to liver cancer. So I did his eulogy in front of 200 people because he was, the guy who went out there and helped all the strangers with anything. Firefighter, EMT, public servant sort. So, I want to live in his footsteps. Ready to ground myself in this new community, in this this city, and see how it goes.